What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? It's here a little early. I see that Thomas. Let me make sure I can pull up the comments. Thomas says I'm on 1 hour early, 4 a.m. your time. Thank you for taking the time to be here, Thomas. I do appreciate it. Gary is an early bird as well. Welcome, Gary, and welcome, Larry. Welcome, Margaret, and to everybody else that's here. We are going to get started here in about 9 minutes. I was running a little bit late myself just because I actually brought in my home computer to my office, so I'm running on a little bit faster of a computer, so we shouldn't have any problems with things slowing down like we did last time. And yeah, so we'll just get started at the top of the hour, and feel free to just say hello to each other in the chat and let me know where you're coming in from. If you're new, let me know that you're new. And if there's any issues on your end with hearing the audio or something's not right, let me know. Just because, again, this is we're going live on a new computer on my end. So just keep me posted. Ted, thank you for the, I guess you got caught up on you got caught up on Monday meeting 11, and on a 1 to 10 scale, you said it was a 50. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. By the way, I see a lot of new faces that are coming in. If you are new and this is your first time you have been on a private live stream, just go ahead and say new in the chat. It looks like, if my memory serves me correct, Natasha is new. I think Alberto is new. I think is it Joya or Hoya is new, and it looks like Britt might be new as well. These are just names that I don't quite recognize yet on the regular early bird introductions. So if you are new, just go ahead and say new. And I was right, Alberto said new. Anyone else that's new, say new as well. And then anyone that is a regular here, go ahead and feel free to welcome all of the beginners. Beginners not a bad thing. Like beginners first time to the live stream. Looks like Becky is new as well. Welcome, Becky. Bernadette is new. Welcome, Bernadette. What is up, Luke? Thank you for being here as always. You're very welcome. Becky, is everyone ready for Christmas? I know I am. What's up, Billionaire Growth Plan? Let us know what your name is. Britt is in the kitchen and Ike is here. I don't know what's going on. That's no problem at all. What's up, David Alexander? Michelle, glad to have you back. By the way, everybody, this is going to be an incredible live stream. This is going to be much, much different than any of the other previous Monday meetings, so I can't wait for all of you to see what's coming. You're all in for a treat. Raja is Billionaire Growth Plan. Love the name, Raja. Again, everybody, we're going to be getting started here in about 4 minutes and 50-ish seconds. So if you need to, grab a drink, grab a cocktail, grab a beer, grab whatever it is you need to do, go ahead and do that, because once we get started, this will probably go on for quite a while today. It could go on for a couple hours because it's actually going to be the first ever full-on live training where the agenda is an actual full-on training. So we're going to have a lot of fun here today. Thank you, Michelle. What's up, David McBride from Ottawa? Thank you for being here. UBC, yes, I will, 1,000%. I'm going to do it in a really cool way, too, so be ready. Kat, no, you're not. I'm just looking for a new way to do the transcriptions, but they will be in there. If you're referring to book summaries, those are actually all available outside of Alphapreneur as well. Inside of Alphapreneur is just where we talk about them. Luke, I actually shaved everything off a few days ago, so I couldn't stand what was growing on my face, but it's slowly growing back. Going through stages.
The leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree. Oh, Christmas tree. The leaves are so unchanging. Not only green when summer.
What's up, Sue? Glad you made it in with 2 minutes to spare. Adil, welcome.
Such pleasure do you bring me.
I think everything else is working okay for everyone else, Sue. Hopefully your screen didn't freeze. Hopefully your screen will come back. UBC, yes, I am going to be giving you everything you need and more today, and I'm going to do it in a really interesting way.
Christmas tree.
June, you're getting everything today.
The leaves are so unchanging. Oh, Christmas tree.
What's up, Lauren? Happy to see you.
The leaves are so
Frank, thank you. Frank just said, for all you new Alphapreneurs, you're going to love Chris, our grand ambassador Monday meeting, so enjoy the ride. Appreciate it. Steve Arnold, what's up, Steve? If you're new here, by the way, if anyone is new and you're seeing the live chat, but you haven't, jumped in the live chat and said new, maybe you're a little shy. Don't be shy. Jump in and say new so we all know who's new and we can welcome everybody here. What is up, Claire? Thank you for being here. Glad you like the music, Magnus. I'm trying. Claire is new. Everyone, make sure you give Claire a warm welcome. I need to speed the music up. It's a little. This I didn't think it would get to this song with 20 seconds to go, but it did. Ah, Tim. Yeah, I don't know why it's showing up as UBC, but at least I know it's yours. It is you. Steve, I should have wore one. I'll wear one next week. All right, everybody. I don't know about you, but I got to turn that music off. It was getting a little slow. The music was great. It was getting a little slow there towards the end. So we're at the top of the hour. So let me go ahead and jump on over. And I want to welcome you all to the Alphapreneur Monday meeting. This is Monday meeting number 12. And if you are new here for the first time, you've never been to one of these meetings before, just go ahead and say new. Even if you said new earlier, say new again, because what I've noticed with these Monday meetings is it usually takes a little while for people to slowly come into the chat because they might be moving around or they're watching it on their phone or on their TV, and they don't have a way to pull up the chat really quick. So it takes a little time for the comments to start flowing in. But there's a lot of, if you're a regular here, you've been on, let's say, more than 2 Monday meetings, just say regular, just so that way everybody knows like who's regular and who's new. Because the whole thing with these live chats is, and the reason I do this on YouTube and do a private live stream on YouTube and not do Zoom, is because I like where all of you can see each other's faces. You can't see each other's faces in chat on Zoom, so it's not as personal and doesn't really have as much of like a community feel with it. So you can see all the regulars that are now coming in the chat. So let me just go ahead and pull up a few here. We have Becky is new, so welcome Becky for being here. And it looks like we have Jamie saying welcome to all the new people. We've got Sue saying hi Becky. We have UBC, which is Tim Alec. He's a regular. Alberto is new. I apologize. Jamie is a regular. Luke is a regular. Glenn is a regular from the UK. We've got Quote is a regular. We have Becky saying hello. We have Margaret saying regular. Old hat. June regular. Lauren is just addicted. So we have Claire that is new here, and yeah, just a lot of activity now going in through the chat. So Gregory is new as well. So again, for anyone that is that's a regular here, be sure to welcome all of the individuals that are new, because that's the whole point of Alphapreneur, is to really have the closest knit community of not just entrepreneurs in the world, but of brand ambassadors and just all things with entrepreneurship. So what we're going to do here, like I said, I want to just jump into today's Monday meeting. So this is going to be Monday meeting number 12. Let me just, I got to move some things around on my screen. Looks like am I in frame? Yeah, I'm in frame. Okay, I don't have my headphones on, so I actually had to move my camera around. So, and I also got a new computer. I brought my computer from home and I brought it to my office, so that way I can have a little bit faster of a computer for all of you, because I noticed some people are having some technical difficulties. I don't know if it was on their end or my end last Monday. So I went ahead and brought the beast of a machine to my office now. So it might have some little glitches here and there, but if you notice that the audio is off or something doesn't sound right, just let me know, or something doesn't look right, let me know. And then, yeah, just so that way we can be good to go. So for all of you that are regulars, this Monday meeting is going to be radically different than any other Monday meeting that you've had. Reason for that being is that the agenda today is actually quite incredible, because we're going to go through the Ambassador Academy. We're going to talk about a live training. I'm actually going to go through a live training and do a training live for you for the first time that I've ever done this on a live stream before, which I'm super nervous about, because you never know with technical difficulties. If I pull up a website and my password is visible or something like that, I never know how that stuff's going to go. So, but I want to do it for all of you. And the reason why I want to do it for all of you, and we're also going to get into insider secrets and a live Q&A. But the reason that I'm doing this live training for all of you is because I mentioned on the past couple weeks that the Ambassador Academy in swipe files and all this stuff, which if you're new and you don't even know what a swipe file is, don't worry. I'll bring you up to speed on all this here in a little bit. but I was reworking the Ambassador Academy for Alphapreneur over the past week. And honestly, I recorded several videos and spent a lot of time recording the videos. But I used to never go back and watch my videos before, because I've heard that, people that are actors and actresses, that do, like Brad Pitt, when he does a movie, he never goes back and watches this movie ever. Don't know why, but I just kind of got into the habit of never watching my stuff. Well, I figure, before I release this new training for brand ambassadors in the Ambassador Academy for Alphapreneur, I'm going to go back and watch it just to make sure the audio and everything sounds good. And I did not like any of the videos. So I completely over critiqued myself, and I just hit select all and hit delete on about a week's worth of training. So that was unfortunate. And then, but for everybody that was waiting for that training, I figure, you know what? I have more fun being here live and actually having an audience where I can interact with you while I'm teaching, because then I can say, does this make sense on a 1 to 10 scale? Do you like this or do you not? And you're all honest with me too. And I know on the last meeting, there was somebody, his name doesn't come to mind. I think his name might've been David, started with, when I asked on a 1 to 10 rating, he gave me like a 1. And then as we got to the end of the Monday meeting, his rating got all the way up to an 8. So that kind of stuff makes me proud, because I know that when I teach, I'm teaching in a way that is it makes sense to all of you. So this is going to be a very interactive training, and I'm really going to share a lot of really cool things with you. And if you've never been on one of these before, I go into some serious depth on sharing a lot of things that most people never talk about and never share about that you would buy in a course or a paid program or anything like that outside of Alphapreneur. So we're going to jump back over to my screen. I just wanted to, again, kind of preface what's about to happen here. So starting off with the Ambassador Academy, if you don't know even like what the Ambassador Academy is, let me, I'm going to bring everyone, because there's more people here that are new than I thought. So I'm going to go ahead and bring everyone up to speed on what this Ambassador Academy is and like what it is that I'm doing and why I'm doing it. So there's Alphapreneur, right? Alphapreneur.com it's my club that I built for entrepreneurs that will really help you get the results that you truly want in your life. And there's a lot of material inside the club. I teach people, all facets of entrepreneurship. And right now the big focus is being a brand ambassador, because with the unfortunate events around the world with COVID and people losing their jobs and all that, now is a better time than ever to actually, learn the internet and start building a business and learning how to get paid in a really easy way by just talking about other brands on the internet. No one else is teaching it in a way that I've been doing it for 21 years. So I figured I'm going to create a course and teach it. So instead of creating a course and putting it just somewhere on the internet, I put it inside of Alphapreneur. So that's just like one part of Alphapreneur. But here's the thing though, for all the regulars that are here, you all know that there's a section in Alphapreneur for people that want to get paid to share any of the stuff that I'm posting around Alphapreneur. So if you're new, if you go to alphapreneur.com and you click on the menu up here on the top left, so you see the menu icon, you click on it and then you go down and click on ambassadors. This takes you to where it's a program that I have where I just it's a coaching program where I walk people through. This doesn't cost anything. This is all free. All the stuff I'm sharing with you today is free. If you're here, you're getting it for free. So, anyway, this is a program that I had where you would have to put in your information and become an ambassador. And then once you become an ambassador, this page right here, I call it the Ambassador Academy. So it's the Alphapreneur Ambassador Academy. So here is when you scroll down, you're going to see, how much you can actually get paid to spread the word about Alphapreneur. And then I had a whole bunch of videos here. Now, right now, you'll notice I embedded a video, and the only video here is the Monday meeting that we're watching right now. That's a placeholder. This is actually the video, what I'm about to do right now live for all of you. And I want you all to participate and be interactive, and is to, I'm going to do this the brand new Ambassador Academy training live. And then I'm going to take that video, cut out all like the the stuff that you saw a little bit earlier where it was a countdown timer and Christmas music and all of that. And I'm just going to embed the video where it just gets right into the training right here. So for those of you that took the time out of your day, which thank you for being here. I see some of you are coming in. It's like 4 a.m. where you're at. So for those of you that are taking the time to be here right now, I am going to make this worth your time. No question about it. And for those of you that are regulars here, can attest to that. I try to make these Monday meetings like the most valuable day of your week. So this is going to be the most valuable Monday meeting we've ever had. So with that being said, if you do not for any reason want to get paid to talk about Alphapreneur, still stick around because I'm going to teach you a lot of things that you're going to be able to learn and apply if you're in a different industry. So if you're in like a beauty industry or a fashion industry or the tech industry or the gaming industry, this can still apply to you. But this training that I'm doing live is something that I've been promising to members of Alphapreneur for a long time. And I spent a lot of time recording the videos, wasn't happy with how they turned out. So I just deleted them all and I'm just going to do it live. So I'm really nervous. I don't know if any of you are nervous, but this is like the most nervous I've ever been on a live stream, but we're going to get into it. So let me go ahead and take a quick sip of water. Okay, so is everybody ready? If you're ready, just go ahead and let me know your excitement in the chat. And Jamie says, so darn excited. I'm excited for you because I'm so excited. Like my hands are trembling. Natasha says, is this different from the academy.alphapreneur site? Yeah, this is an entirely new training I'm doing from scratch, and I'm doing it live, and I'm doing it interactive where I'm going to interact with all of you. And if you're referring to the ambassador training program that's inside of Alphapreneur, yeah, that's totally different. That's like a full on like 29-step program where I show you how to be a brand ambassador for any brand, and I walk you through in super detail about that. So what you're getting now is just a training that's about how to be a brand ambassador for Alphapreneur because I need to create it anyway. Well, I need to recreate it anyway because I deleted it before. 2 days ago. And then now that I need to recreate it, I want to try it live and just see how it goes. So, and then I know that the live chat's always on fire. You're all incredible for being here. The live chat's always got a lot going on, and a lot of you interact with me. So I want to try this, and depending on how this goes, I might do all of my future trainings live and then try chop out the beginning and the end, and then make those live trainings inside of Alphapreneur, for everyone else to watch. Instead of you waiting for me to do trainings and just post trainings, actually do every training moving forward live if it works out. So anyway, we're just going to go ahead and Natasha says, awesome. Well, I'm glad it made sense. And yeah, again, for anyone that is not interested in promoting Alphapreneur, still stick around because you're going to learn a lot of things along the way. I promise. All right. So without further ado, we are going to get into the Ambassador Academy. So first, the Ambassador Academy, like what is it and how can it help you? Actually, you know what? I'm going to pause for a second because if I pause, I know when I go back, I can cut out all the stuff that I just said for people that are going to watch the replay. So I'm going to pause and then we're going to I'm going to do like a new introduction that's really quick. So if you go back and watch the replay, you don't have to watch all the stuff I just talked about again. So let me pause. I'm going to take a look at the chat while I'm pausing so then I know where to go back and edit things out. Actually, you know what? Since I am pausing, I'm going to update this agenda too. So the agenda that you see on your screen, it says Ambassador Academy, Live Training, Insider Secrets on the left-hand side. I'm going to update that to, I'm going to say step 1, step 2. You're not seeing it yet. I'm trying to do it on my screen. Step 3. Okay. All right. So I just updated the agenda, and again, this will, it looks kind of silly because it's very, I don't like how there's so much black space, but oh well, we're just gonna leave it like that. You know what? Let's not even do that. Let's do, sorry, this is what you get for when we're trying this live for the first time ever. Alpha, sorry, my font is super small on this. I need to make this font bigger. I'm squinting because I cannot see my screen. That's how bad it is. That's just how old I'm getting. Alphapreneur Ambassador Academy training. Okay, that's a little too big. Bear with me. I promise once we get through this little hiccup here in the beginning, everything will be just fine. Because again, this training is going to live on Alphapreneur for a very long time. So I want to make sure that it looks good for everybody that is watching the recording of this. All right. That's good enough, I guess, for the agenda. All right, so let's take a look here. Steve says, I love how innovative you are. Thank you. All right, so I'm going to pause, and so I know when to cut all this stuff out, and we're going to just kick off this training live. Hi, I'm Chris Luck. I'm the founder of Alphapreneur and the creator of the Brand Ambassador Training Program. In this video specifically, this is actually not a pre-recorded video. I'm doing this video live on it's on a live private YouTube live stream right now, because I wanted just to have a lot of people here with me as I'm doing this training for you. And this training I'm doing right now is going to be for the Ambassador Academy for Alphapreneur. So if you have any interest at all in getting paid to really help people around the world just get the results that they truly want in their life, and just help entrepreneurs around the world by just sharing stuff that's going on with Alphapreneur, that's what this training is going to be all about. So let me just jump over to my screen here. And again, there's if you're watching the recording of this right now, then you're going to be seeing a lot of like names and faces and things popping up at the bottom of the screen here, and kind of where you see the keyboard and the coffee and the mouse and the books. And that's because I'm doing this live. So the people that are here live, I wanted to really interact with them and just have a lot of fun. And I already see Britt Hedman is giving me a bunch of fire emojis, so I do appreciate it. And Steve said you should smile more. You have a great smile. Thank you, Steve. It's actually hard to smile and talk at the same time, especially when you do this kind of stuff for like hours. But I do appreciate it, Steve. So let's go ahead and get into this academy. So what it is and how it can help you. So like I said, Alphapreneur, I've been an entrepreneur myself for 21 years. And just being an entrepreneur, there is a lot of courses. I spent over $100,000 just buying courses and training and masterminds and going to events and just all this stuff. And everything has always been fragmented. And my dream as an entrepreneur was, I wish there was just one place I could log into and just have a community, have people to support me, have all the courses I need, have all the training I need, have people that I could just direct message if I need help or I'm stuck on something. That never existed for 21 years of me just grinding this journey out as an entrepreneur. So I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and create it. So that's what I did. So I named it Alphapreneur. And with Alphapreneur, my whole goal was to just provide that platform for entrepreneurs and just kind of steer the ship and just get as many people on board that really just want to get the most out of their life and get the results that they always wanted. So now that I built Alphapreneur, and there's new content and new training being taught, and there's new topics being shared every day, now I've opened up what's called an Ambassador Academy, where ambassadors, even if you're not yet a member of Alphapreneur, which if you're not, go to alphapreneur.com and you can sign up to be a member, and you can just try it out and see if it's for you. But whether you're a member or you're not a member, as an ambassador, you can get paid to share all the stuff that's going on with Alphapreneur. So you can get paid to actually help people by just spreading the word in the news of what's going on in Alphapreneur. And then maybe if you make some money doing that, then you might want to then join Alphapreneur and get connected with all these other people around the world. So let me go ahead and take a look at the chat just to make sure we're good. Steve says this is the best social media help platform ever. Yeah, by the way, if anyone has any good feedback, if you're a member of Alphapreneur and you have anything good to say about it, feel free to talk about it, and then I'll put you up on the screen, because that puts smiles on my face, because that means what I built was a good thing. So let me go ahead and jump over and just stop yapping and just get right into the academy. So that is what the academy is I was going to, and I actually did, create dozens of videos, like step-by-step videos showing you everything that you need to know about how to get paid to talk about Alphapreneur on the internet. But the problem was, I went back and started watching some of those videos, and I did not like them. I don't know what it was. Maybe it's my energy wasn't quite right, or lighting wasn't good. There could have been a lot of things. I just did not like the way they felt. So I literally just selected all of them and hit delete. And I decided what I'm going to try to do now is just teach this whole thing live at one go and have a live audience, and then just see how this goes. And Jamie says it's real, it's authentic, honest, and fabulous training. Thank you, Jamie. I think you're referring to Alphapreneur, and probably definitely referring to these live streams that we're doing too. So I appreciate it. And so what we're going to do is just get right into step one. So with the Ambassador Academy, and if you have no intention of even promoting or getting paid to talk about Alphapreneur, that's perfectly okay. I guarantee if you stick around and watch this video, you're going to learn a lot of cool stuff anyway that you're going to be able to use just to be a really successful brand ambassador. Now, there's actually a training inside of Alphapreneur about how to be a brand ambassador for other brands around the world. So if you want to get paid to talk about other businesses, it's not Alphapreneur. Maybe you want to get paid to talk about brands in the beauty space or luxury goods or cosmetics, or I guess what beauty is, cosmetics, gaming, fishing, all that kind of stuff. I do have a full-on training. It goes into depth about what I'm about to share with you. But what I'm going to share with you specifically is just how to get paid to talk about all the stuff going on with Alphapreneur, because I promise this to a lot of members that have been wanting, that love what's going on inside Alphapreneur, and they've been wanting to get paid to spread the word, but they didn't know where to start. They didn't know what to say, where to share things, how to share things, and that's what this whole training is going to be all about. So step one is how to get started. By the way, is for everyone that's live, is like the audio and the video, is everything working okay? Are you excited? If you are, because I saw the live chat was on fire before we officially kicked things off, but now that we kicked things off, the live chat got a little quiet. And because when you see me, look at my eyes. So right now I'm looking at the camera, right? Well, when you see my eyes looking this direction, so I can't see myself on camera, but when I'm looking at this direction, I'm looking at the live chat. So whenever you see my eyes look this way, I'm looking to see if anyone is saying anything. So it looks like Jamie says audio video is great. Becky says sounds great. Albert says good vibes. Thomas says working fine. Adil's great. Luke is all good. David is all good here. So good. So let's go ahead and jump right into, by the way, thank you for being interactive because that helps me out when I'm doing this training. So step one, I'm just going to start off by giving you action steps, because if you're following along and you want to kind of write things down as we go, which I recommend doing, it's one thing to watch a training video and to watch and learn something and just sit back and try to consume it, but you really absorb it on a different level when you physically like write things down. So I wanted to start, there's only 3 steps to what I'm going to be sharing with you today. Now we're going to go deep on these 3 steps. But with these 3 steps, I wanted to start off by giving you like a checklist of here's what we're going to do, and then I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay. So I'm going to kind of give you some time to write this stuff down right now. And if you don't have anything to physically write something down, then open up a Word document, open up a notepad, or just open up something to where you can just physically type out or write this stuff down. Okay, so step 1, action steps. What we're going to do is, the first thing you want to do is you need to go to clickbank.com. And again, I'm going to show you how to do all this, but I'm just saying it to give you time to write it down. Because clickbank.com, if you don't know, is a payment processor. It's kind of like a PayPal where they take payments on the internet. And I use ClickBank as my payment processor. So if you ever go sign up to Alphapreneur and you get to the checkout page, it's not a PayPal checkout page. It's a checkout page on ClickBank. And with ClickBank, why I use them as a payment processor is because if you wanted to be a brand ambassador, which you are because you're watching this video, if you want to be a brand ambassador of Alphapreneur and get paid to share our daily content all over the world, then if you share a piece of content and someone sees it and then they go sign up to Alphapreneur, they're signing up through ClickBank. I'm going to show you how you create a ClickBank account as well. So as soon as they sign up, you're getting paid. And Alphapreneur is a monthly membership. So the longer people stick around, every time they stick around and they get billed each month, because it's like a Netflix subscription, or a gym membership. You stick around, you just keep getting billed. That's a good thing though, because you're getting a lot of good value and good information. But when people are getting billed, and if you referred them, you're going to keep getting a commission month after month after month, and it's just going to keep compounding over time. So, and Steve said this is a troll-free zone. He's referring to Alphapreneur, and yes, anyone that is negative or just doesn't have any good vibes going on in Alphapreneur, that's actually one of the rules of Alphapreneur. You got to be positive, and you need to go to Alphapreneur and log into Alphapreneur to be inspired. or to get inspired, but to be inspiring to others. And if you're negative, we just kick you out and then we give you your money back. So yeah, Alphapreneur is a troll-free zone 100%. And I think that these live stream trainings that we're doing right here too are also, I believe they're troll-free zones as well. So go to clickbank.com. You're going to create your ClickBank account. You need to fill out all the information, which I'm going to show you how to do. Then once you're inside of ClickBank, which this is all free. Everything I'm showing you today is free. I'm not going to show you one thing that you need to know, that you need to invest in or buy to make money doing what I'm going to be sharing with you. I think that's what everyone else does. They try to show you a little bit, and then they say, if you really want to learn the good stuff, I've got this course. Well, I just want to teach it all to you for free, and then you can go out there and make money, because I know if I teach you everything and you go out there and spread the word about Alphapreneur and really help me with my mission on helping other people get the results they want in their life, you're going to make money doing it. We're going to help more people, and just everybody kind of all, what is it? The rising tide raises all ships or something like that. And that's what we're going to do. So once you're inside of ClickBank, you create an account nickname, you write down your account nickname, and you need to get familiar with your ambassador link. So let me go ahead and show you how this works. So step one, go to ClickBank. So we're going to jump over to clickbank.com. So if you go to clickbank.com, there we are. Can you all see my screen? If you can, just let me know. Or if you can't, let me know. So you go to clickbank.com, and when you're here, you can see it's a leading global retailer and affiliate marketplace. A lot of people use the word affiliate whenever you're getting paid to recommend a product or service and you get paid a commission. People call those people affiliates. I call them ambassadors, because ambassadors, the difference between an affiliate and an ambassador is, an affiliate is someone just grabs a bunch of links, throws them all over the internet, and hopes to get paid. An ambassador is someone that truly believes in the mission and believes in the brand, and will go to their grave talking about the brand that they really represent. So that's why I choose to teach people how to become an ambassador and not how to become an affiliate. Big difference in my opinion. So you go to clickbank.com, and once you're here, you're just going to click on sign up on the very top screen, the top right of the screen. And Luke says, yep, he can see it. Steve says he can see it. Margaret says she can see. Good. So once you're here at ClickBank, hopefully ClickBank is available in your country. If not, then everything I'm showing for you is probably not going to work, because it'll work if you're wanting to promote other brands and products and services that aren't on ClickBank. But for me, I'm on ClickBank. So if your country's not here, do apologize. Hopefully you're still going to have fun watching this anyway, because I do like to have fun when I teach. So once you get here, you're going to put in your name, your first name, your last name, your phone number, and don't put in some junk information. You need to put in your real stuff, because this is what you're using to create your account, and you want to make sure you actually get paid. So you come down, and then once you fill out all that information, you're going to continue to the current terms and conditions, and then join ClickBank. And then I think there will be a couple screens after that asking you, do you want to sign up using a business entity? Do you have a tax ID number? Do you have a company? If you don't, then it's just going to say, what's your social security number? Again, that is so they can pay you when you send people to Alphapreneur and they sign up. They need to pay you money. And they're going to ask you, are you going to want a check sent to you? And they pay you every week, by the way. So with what I'm going to be sharing with you, you get paid every single week like clockwork. And I've been with ClickBank for 21 years. They've been in business for 22 years. I've been with them for 21 years. Never missed they were never late on paying me. But you can choose to get a check sent to you in the mail, or you can choose to have direct deposit. I choose to have direct deposit because it's just more convenient to just look in my bank account every Wednesday, and there's more money in there, and I don't have to get a check and go deposit and do all that kind of stuff. So once you sign up for ClickBank, then you get into your account. Then I'm not in my account, so let me hang on a second. I need to get in my account, so I got to log. I was logged in, but I had to log. I guess it logged me out because I was logged in for too long. Let me get in. Sorry, I did it off screen because I didn't want it to accidentally show any passwords. So I got logged in, and once you get logged in, this is kind of what your ClickBank account looks like. And if they change things, I mean, they just updated the interface, and I think it looks beautiful. It used to not look really nice, but their new UI UX team, they're amazing. So it looks good now. But if they change anything else from the time of me doing this live training in front of a live audience, which I'm so nervous, my hands are clammy and shaking, but I hope this is okay for all of you, and this is coming through all right. So when you get logged in, you actually go and you need to find where you can manage your account nicknames. Usually you have to click on this little card icon that just looks like a name card. And so I have just one account under my account right now, which is my Alphapreneur account. So you would just, once you get in, you create an account. So the first step was to create like a ClickBank account, right? Well, then once you have your ClickBank account, you get into your ClickBank account, then I don't know why they say, I wish this was named something else. It wasn't create account. But if you click on create account again, then from here, this is where it's going to say what you want to choose. Are you going to be a vendor, which is sell products, which you're not? I mean, maybe you can be if you want to be. You can be an affiliate, which again, when you hear the term affiliate, just replace that in your mind mentally, like do it right now. With the word ambassador, because again, same concept, but ambassador is someone that just truly, deeply, wholeheartedly believes in the brand that they're talking about, and they're just not trying to just spam links all over the internet to make a quick buck. But anyway, you could choose affiliate, or you can do a combination. Maybe you want to create your own products, and maybe you want to also get paid to talk about other products. But for now, just to keep it simple, choose affiliate. And then this is where you come up with a nickname. So you click on nickname, and then you just come up with a unique name. This has to be a name that's unique for every account. So if you put in like your first and last name and it's taken because maybe it's a common first and last name, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. A lot of people, what they do is they come up with like, just make up random digits and numbers that's just available. No one's really going to see. Well, I'll show you where people will see this in just a second. But once you come up with your nickname, then you just hit sign up and then you're all good to go. And then if you're wondering, well, what is a nickname? Well, it tells you right here, your account nickname is the ID for your account. It allows you to accurately track all the transactions related to your account and will be displayed in the memo of all the payments. So anyway, that's kind of long technical jargon of what a nickname is. You need it. That's pretty much where I'm going with it, is you need your nickname. So going back to our action steps, you went to clickbank.com, you created your ClickBank account, you fill out all your information, which is like maybe your tax ID or your social security number, whatever. Then once inside, you create your account nickname. Now we're on write your account nickname. Write it down, because you have to use this for everything I'm about to show you moving forward. So you write down your account nickname, and then the last part of this step one is to get familiar with your ambassador link. Now, before I get to this part, does everything so far make sense? On a 1 to 10 scale, let me know, like 1 being you're totally lost and you need some help. 10 being like, Chris, this makes sense. You're doing great. Keep going. Let me go back and take a look here at the chat. Thanks, Luke. Luke says, dude, you're awesome. Love you to bits. Appreciate it. Jamie says, you're doing fab, Chris, as always. Thank you. Steve says, can't tell you're nervous. I wish you could see my hands. Like I'm seriously not moving my fingers on purpose. Like my index finger is like it's shaking. And that's just how nervous I am right now. But it's weird. Okay, so let me take a look here in the chat. Thomas 10, Jamie 10, Gary 10, Luke 10, Glenn 10. Thank you for all the 10s. Claire is a 10, and I know Claire is new here. She's CKK Curious Channel. Everyone, big shout out to Claire and Natasha, which I know is new as well. Thank you for all the 10s, especially for those of you that are new, because I'm always worried. Britt's new as well, so welcome, Britt. Thank you for all the 10s, because I know that what I'm teaching you is making sense, and I want to make sure this makes sense before we move forward. And a big shout out to David McBride for giving me a 10. I did not get a 10 from you at all on our last Monday meeting, so I'm glad that I did now. So that means everything's making sense so far. All right. This is only going to get a little harder as we go. So I'm going to slow down a little bit on some of these things. So get familiar with your ambassador link. So now the next thing we want to do is you got your account on ClickBank. So I'm going to close out of ClickBank here. The next thing you're going to want to do is, not go to Amazon. So you go to alphapreneur.com. Now from here, you can see in the URL bar, it's just right now when you go to the homepage, alphapreneur. Hang on, I see a lot of stuff coming in the chat. This makes me nervous. Sometimes when I see like a big paragraph of text, I'm like, oh my god, what's happening in the chat? So let me take a look real quick. Larry says, I have several account nicknames on ClickBank. I use a misspelled 4 or 5 letter word for my nicknames, different accounts for different niches. Thank you for sharing that, Larry. Frank says, love how you teach and preach. You make it easy and exciting just by being yourself, our grand ambassador. Calm your nerves. I wish I could calm my nerves. I was thinking about having a beer before we started, but then I was like, oh, then what if I sweat or, I start drooling or something weird? So I didn't do that. So I am beer free right now. I might have to have one when we're done. So when you go to get your ambassador link, the way it works with being an ambassador for Alphapreneur is you can go to any page that is on alphapreneur.com, and at the very end of any URL, all you have to do is put in a question mark. So look at my URL bar. Can I zoom in? No, I can't. Well, here, I'll put it in the URL bar. Just squint if you can't see it, and then I'll make it big, I'll make it bigger for you in a second. So you would put question mark A equals, and then whatever your ClickBank nickname is that you just came up with. So if you came up with, another nickname I have is just Chris Luck, my first and last name. So if you put A equal question mark A equals Chris Luck. So now if I wanted to share just this homepage of Alphapreneur, I would not tell people to go to alphapreneur.com, because there's no way, if they ever signed up, no way I would know that you sent them. So there's no way you would get paid and get commission and all that. So I got these developers that are they're rock stars. They're super smart. Like, I wish in a lifetime I could be half as smart as they are. They've set things up on my all across my whole website where it's so easy now, where you can go to any page and put in question mark at the end of the URL, put in question mark A equals, and then whatever your ClickBank nickname is that you set up. And then once you have that, you just right click and copy it. And then you can go anywhere you want on the internet and just share this page. And then if anyone ever clicks on the link and comes to Alphapreneur and ever signs up in the next year, you're going to get the credit for sending them. So the more links that you share and the more things that you do to just spread the word and help people, the more chances you have. It's like getting a lottery ticket. Like you can do it one time. It'd be like buying a lottery ticket one time and hope you win, the $500 million or whatever the lottery is these days. Or the more links that you share on the internet and the more you try to help people in different places, every time you post a link that has your ambassador ClickBank nickname at the end of it, that's like another chance to win. That's the best way to think about it. So now let me go ahead and show you. When I say get familiar with your ambassador link, I'm just going to put what the link would be here. So this would be the link. So if you wanted to go to alphapreneur.com, you would go to alphapreneur.com, and then you would put, and it doesn't matter if this backslash is here or not. You can have it there. If you don't have it there, it's going to track either way. So you're going to put question mark A stands for ambassador, then equals, then Chris Luck, like whatever your ClickBank nickname is. Margaret says, this is why I love the live chat, because I want to make sure this is clear. Margaret says you're missing the slash after the .com, which is correct. You can have the slash or you don't have to have the slash. Either way, it's going to track it. Ted says 10. Thank you, Ted. Ted from Hawaii. So you can do backslash question mark or no backslash and you would be fine. I think the backslash looks cool because it kind of matches like these two backslashes, and I'm a nerd when it comes to design. But anyway, that's me. So once you understand step one, then step two, and there's only 3 steps in this academy. So you want to hear a funny story? There was going to be 17 steps. That's how many steps that I made videos for over the last week and a half, that I just highlighted all of them when I watched a couple of them and just deleted them all. Cause I was like, I didn't sound like myself. I don't know what it is. Like when I record videos that aren't live and I don't have a live chat that I'm looking at right now, my energy's low. I don't know if what I'm teaching is making sense. I don't know. There's all these like voices in my head. So anyway, that's, I deleted them all and I took the 17 steps and narrowed it down to 3. So hopefully this is going to be easier for all of you. Yeah. Luke says 3 steps to heaven, 17 steps to hell. June says that's not even funny. Yeah, it's not, but hey, at least you don't have to go through 17 steps. You're only going through 3. So step 2 is how to get paid, which is important. So how to get paid. There are there's a lot of different ways, which by the way, I'm going to leave this slide up for a minute so you can write this stuff down. There's a lot of different ways that you can get paid to talk about different brands on the internet. And you can, they can give you what's called swipe files. And this is how I used to teach people how to like get paid to share things that I've created on the internet. I've had a lot of other businesses in my 21-year career as an entrepreneur, and I always had an ambassador program for all of my other businesses. And I'll tell you, all of my other, I mean, I've had multiple like product review sites and blogs. I've had an energy drink. I had a supplement company. I had an iPhone a company that made, not an iPhone. We didn't make iPhones. We made games for the iPhone, and all of these had referral programs and ambassador programs. And every one of those programs, I created what's called swipe files, where I create images and things that you can copy and paste and share on social media, which are great if you're just getting started and you don't know what to talk about. But it's bad when there's thousands of people sharing the exact same thing, because then it's not effective. It's good for the first group of people that got, on the ship and then shared everything. But then we got on the ship and shared. I almost said some bad words there. That's a hard sentence to say. I'm not going to say it again. But when they get all those swipe files in the beginning, all the people that come on the ship later, I need to pick a new word to say. I'm afraid I'm going to slip. And so when they get on the boat later, then people's already seen all the images and stuff I created to give you to share with people. So moving forward, I came up with this really cool strategy literally 3 days ago, where you don't have to have a swipe file. You're going to learn right now how to just share things without having to worry about what to say and how to say it and what images to create. You don't have to create images or any of that kind of stuff. So does that sound good? If it does, let me know. June says, I like 3 steps. Luke says, easy today. Thank you so much. Jamie said something cool. I forgot to mention this. She said, what's cool is that your ID, your ClickBank ID, goes away when you use the link. So people don't see your affiliate ID. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because I'm going to show that in as an example here when we get to sharing stuff on social media, because that is really cool. Gregory says, I'm behind a stairway to heaven. I like that. Awesome. So, okay. So the step 2 action step. So every day from this day forward, the day of creating this video I'm making right now, for those of you that are live, from this day forward, and then for anyone watching the replay, this is already in place. This is actually already in place right now. I put it in place and tested it before we went live. You can go to alphapreneur.com. So let me just show you step by step how to do this. You go to alphapreneur.com, put in your email address, and hit yes. So it says, are you ready? Alphapreneur is a private club for entrepreneurs that'll help you get the results you truly want in your life. You would not believe how many months it took me to come up with that sentence. I changed that sentence probably 100 times and ran ads for Alphapreneur with 100 different variations of this sentence. And I'm so happy that this sentence turned out to be what you see right now. So anyway, I just had to say that. When you only have a headline and one sentence on your homepage, you better be proud of it. And I'm really proud of this sentence. I hope you guys all like it too, and girls. So anyway, when you put in your email and hit yes, then that's the first part of step 2. Then once you do that, I want you to look for an email from hello@alphapreneur.com. Now, if you are an ambassador and you want to get paid to spread the word about Alphapreneur and help entrepreneurs or help people wanting to become entrepreneurs really get the results they want in their life, if you just want to get paid to share some cool stuff on the internet, you need to do this, because that's the only way you're going to get all this stuff I'm about to show you. So, and this is all free too, by the way. You don't have to pay for anything to get in any of this. So you want to look for an email that's going to come in from hello@alphapreneur.com. Now, let me show you what that email looks like. So when you go to alphapreneur.com and you put in your email and hit yes, then go check your email in a couple minutes, especially if a lot of people do this all at one time. It might take a few minutes for your email to come in, but the email that will come in is going to look like this. And I'm so proud of this email too. it's kind of around Christmas at the time making this video. So I figure what better little graphic put in there than one of my favorite Christmas characters ever, Buddy. So anyway, he walked into the coffee shop, which it's funny. If you've never seen a movie, he goes in this little coffee shop in New York City, and he goes in because outside the coffee shop it's called the world's best cup of coffee. And he goes in, he's like, you did it. You made the world's best cup. Anyway, I think it's pretty funny. I think it's funny. I hope other people find this funny, because this is the whole top of your email that you're going to get when you put in your email address. So anyway, after you see that, we're going to read this email together. This is the welcome email that you get when you showed interest in Alphapreneur. Now, even if you don't want to sign up to Alphapreneur, which I think you'd be crazy if you don't, but if you don't want to, it's okay. You can still put in your email address to get the emails so you can see everything I'm about to show you. So anyway, I'm going to read this to all of you. So, hi, it's Chris, founder of that's me. Founder of Alphapreneur. I just noticed that you put in your email address to get access to our private club for entrepreneurs that will help you get the results you truly want in your life. There's that sentence I'm proud of. It says, congratulations. Now what? Well, you have a few fun things you can do. Fun thing number 1, start your 7-day transformation. This is where I talk about Alphapreneur, because this is my whole business. So I want everyone in the world to be an Alphapreneur. So you can start your 7-day transformation no matter whether you're trying to stay motivated, on track, or looking for others like you who understand you and will support and guide you on your journey. Alphapreneur has everything you need to propel you from where you are right now to where you want to be. Go here to start your 7-day transformation now. That's the first fun thing you can do. The second fun thing you can do, look for an email from me every day, 7 days a week. You will not find the keys to success and happiness in a course, product, program, software, or service floating around on the internet that you magically discovered through an ad on Facebook. It's not popular to say that, but you deserve to know the truth. It's time to win each day together. To help you do that, I'm going to send you an email every day that will help propel you from where you are. Propel, not propel, like not repel. That's what I'm thinking. Like, I'm not like turning you away. I'm trying to like speed you up, propel you from where you are right now to where you want to be. The best part, it's all free. And don't worry, you will never miss anything. And then I have a link that says, click here to see all of our past emails now, which we'll get to that in a second. Fun thing number 3, get paid to talk about Alphapreneur. Then I say, if you want to earn an extra $1,320, which these are real numbers you're going to see in a second, to $158,400 plus per month in passive income by simply spreading the word about Alphapreneur by sharing our daily emails, then I would like to invite you to take a look at our free Ambassador Academy. Not only, which this is what I'm teaching you right now. Like, the Ambassador Academy training is this training right now that we're watching, and that if you're here live, that you're participating in. Not only do you gain the ability to make a significant stream of side income that compounds month after month as an Alphapreneur ambassador, you will also get access to private coaching, monthly contests, and more. And then click here to learn about our Ambassador Academy now. And then I go on to say, talk to you tomorrow, and then sign off. So this is the welcome email that you're going to get when you sign up for Alphapreneur by just putting in your email and hitting yes. Now, when you put in your email and hit yes, you're also going to get to a page that tells you all the benefits and perks and all that of Alphapreneur. And if you ever do want to join Alphapreneur, that's how you join. But now that you got that email, let's go back to step 2. Michelle says, love the support. Claire says, wow, that's great. By the way, for all of you that are in Alphapreneur, all that stuff I just talked about, that's only like 1% of all the benefits and power of being in Alphapreneur, which we'll talk about that stuff later. Okay, so you put in your best email address. You look for an email from hello@alphapreneur.com. Once you get that email, and by the way, if you didn't get that email and you don't see it in your inbox, make sure to like do the basic things like check your spam, check your junk. In Gmail, I think there's a promotions tab. Check your promotions tab, because who knows where emails end up these days. I've hired so many people and paid way too much money that I don't even know worked or not to try to get my emails to get to your inbox better. And I don't know if it works. But anyway, if you don't get it, what you need to do is you need to whitelist that email address, which is hello@alphapreneur.com. Now let me show you. If you don't know how to do that, just go to Google and type in how to whitelist an email in, and then whatever it is that you need to whitelist an email address in. If you use Google, if you use Gmail, then how to whitelist an email in Gmail. If you use Outlook, how to whitelist whatever in Outlook. For me, I use Apple Mail because I have a Mac and I just use the Apple Mail program. So how to whitelist an email in Apple Mail. And usually when you type that in, you're going to see it's going to just walk you through. Here's exactly how to whitelist an email address. So once you know how to do that, all you need to do is whitelist the email hello@alphapreneur.com. The reason why this is so important is because that way, when I'm sending these daily emails to you, I want to make sure you get them. If you don't get these daily emails, you're not going to know what to share and what to talk about on the internet to just help people. So once you do that, then you want to whitelist you want to watch for our daily email that we will send you. And it's me that's doing it. I don't have a team doing this. Some people say I'm crazy. I should have a team by now doing this stuff for me, but I enjoy doing this. That's why I built Alphapreneur. So I do it all myself. So watch for a daily email that I will send you, and then look for the get paid to share with this section. Actually, I'm going to say, look for the, I need to change that. Look at the PS section. Simply copy, paste, and share what we send you. So that is, that's what's going to happen. So let me show you what these emails look like that you're going to get. All right. So notice I'm not giving you any swipe files. I'm not giving you images or anything you need to copy and paste. What's happening here is an ambassador for Alphapreneur. I'm trying to show you how to get on the mailing list for Alphapreneur. So you're getting the daily emails that I'm posting every day of content that's going in Alphapreneur. And then I'm doing it in a way where it's shareable, where you can actually share it and it can truly help people. And we're going to walk through the structure of all that, because for those of you that are members of Alphapreneur, this is a new way that I'm actually doing content inside of Alphapreneur from today moving forward. Okay, so we got all that. So now let me show you an example of one of the emails. So this is an email that I'll be sending out tomorrow. So it says, so it always starts off with the logo, and these are the type of emails that you're going to be getting when you put in the email address on alphapreneur.com. So it says, would you like to get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially? All you have to do is build an authentic relationship. It doesn't matter whether you're a one-man band or a company with 1,000 employees. If you can't build an authentic relationship with your customers, you're putting your brand at risk. Today, I'd like to share 4 secrets that will help you get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially. Go here to get the 4 secrets now. Talk to you tomorrow. And then here's that PS. So the PS at the bottom, this is going to be on every email. So it says, my mission with Alphapreneur is to help people get the results they truly want in their life. The more people that see today's topic, the more people we can help together. If you would like to join me on my mission, I will happily pay you to share today's topic. Go here to join me and get paid to share today's topic. So that's going to send you to the Ambassador Academy, which let me go ahead and click on this so you can see. Oh, I'm sorry. That email, I messed up that email, and I fixed it after doing that, but I pulled that email up earlier. When you click on go to the ambassador, or click here to go to Ambassador Academy, it's going to take you here. So this is where you're going to come back and be able to see how much you can make again. And then the video, that is the video we're doing right now, this is where that video is going to be. Okay. So now you've got that. Sorry, I'm trying to go find that email. So now that you see this, the structure of these emails is designed in a way where when I send this out, you could, for all of you that know what a swipe file is now, again, a swipe file is when a business or a brand gives you an image or something you can copy and paste to share. But then thing is, if I don't know, Zappos gives you all these different images and all this stuff to talk about Zappos, and if 100,000 people are doing the same thing, the images kind of get a little stale. Well, how I'm fixing that with Alphapreneur is I'm creating new content every day for you to share. And then as an ambassador, which the only way you're going to know about what I'm about to share with you is you made it to this point in this training. I didn't want to break this out in 17 steps. And if you skip to step 8, you would see this. I wanted to make sure if you're engaged and you're watching this video, you know to do this. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of people that have made it to this step and that know what the heck I'm talking about. So if you're paying attention and you made to this step, I'm going to give you some permission to do something. So the permission that you have to do something is when you start getting my daily emails, I want you to highlight and copy everything. And you can highlight and copy all of this and then jump over to in whatever platform you want. You could do it on social media. You could do it on Facebook. You could do it on LinkedIn. You could do it on Twitter. You could jump in Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups, and you can share exactly what you can copy out of my emails, because I'm giving you permission to do it. And you can also copy and then tweak it however you want. So the good thing with a swipe file, for those of you who don't know what a swipe file is, it's a term that copywriters have used for like 100 years. And it's like, whenever, let's say you're Rolls-Royce and you hire this big ad agency to like do a Rolls-Royce ad for you, which they hired Ogilvy and Mather, which is a big ad agency, to do some of their best ads, most iconic ads, to put them on the map. Well, when a company like Ogilvy and Mather take on a client like Rolls-Royce, they will go to like their conference room and pull up all these ads and like files of ads that have worked really well for car companies in the past. They look at them all and they think about, okay, here's all the ads that have worked really well. What can we do that's better? All right. So that's what a swipe file is. So what I want you to do is look at all the emails I send to you every day, like a swipe file. You can copy exactly how it is, but you don't need to just copy and paste it as it is. Make it better. So instead of like, today I'd like to share 4 secrets that'll help you get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially, you could say something like, today I found this really cool article on Alphapreneur that will go over the 4 secrets that will blah, 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 blah. So you can tweak it however you want. And I'm giving you permission to do that. Or if you just want to, I don't want to say be lazy, but kind of, if you want to be a little lazy, you could just highlight the whole thing, copy and paste it, and be done with it. But it's up to you. So I'm going to show you how to do this here when we get to actually doing this and actually practicing what I'm showing you here in a second. But before I do that, does all of this make sense? On a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being like, Chris, I gave you a 10 earlier, but now I'm really confused. So I'm going to give you a 3. Or if it's still all making sense, just like, let me know in the chat. When I do the 1 to 10 rating, that's also my little trick to take a little sip of water. So let me take a sip of water. Man, my voice feels like it's going to go. How long have we been doing this already? About an hour? That's not too bad. Okay, let me take a look here at the chat. We have a 10. We got Jamie at 10. We have Gary at 10. We've got Luke at a 10. We got Larry at a 14.73. Thank you. 10, 10, 10. And I see a lot of the new, everyone that's new here is also giving me some 10s as well. So thank you for that. And thank you for being new and I just wanted to do a big extra shout out to everyone that's new here, that is active in the chat, because it's really hard sometimes to be active in a chat, because you don't know if someone's going to pick on you or if they're going to talk about you. Or by the way, I don't do any of that stuff. If anything, I'm just going to like praise you and put you in the spotlight. But it's not like Zoom where it's like, okay, I'm going to turn on your camera now. Hope you're wearing some clothes. Like, it's not that kind of stuff. So I just want to, it's just to make sure everything's going well. Okay. So a bunch of 10s. So thank you all so much for that. And not sure about that question, David, but let's come back to that when I do the live Q&A. Yes. Claire has a good question. Are we going to use our own URL? Yes, I'm actually going to show you how to put this into practice here. I think that's next. That's coming up. So let me just go over. So yeah, look at the PS section and then copy and paste and share what we send you. So that, what I was referring to is copy and paste that information that you're getting in the email. I'm going to write these emails and send them to you every day in a way that, in my mind, I want you to copy and paste these and post them on social media to help more people. So they're going to be written in a way to genuinely help people, and they're going to be written in a way with you in mind. And in knowing that, you're going to love these emails. I guarantee you're going to love these emails that are going to be coming. All right, so now we're on to step 3, and guess what? There's only 3 steps. So we're almost there. So step 3 is how to make a lot of money, because I think you're all here right now and you're all watching this and you're all really excited because you want to make a lot of money, right? Like that's the bottom line. We're doing this because we want to make money. Maybe a lot of people say that, sorry, I noticed I left some stuff up on the the chat. 10, see Chris, now that you're just being yourself in your teaching zone, you're doing great. Thank you so much for the comments. I'm not shaking as much anymore, I think, because I am getting into like the zone. So I appreciate it. So you want to make a lot of money. And the reason I know that probably a lot of you want to make a lot of money is so you can have a better life. Because a lot of people say that, money's not everything. Don't chase money. I don't believe that. Money is everything, because the more money you have, the more abilities you have to do what it is you want to do in life. The more you can donate to charity, the better schools you could probably send your kids to, the colleges you can send your kids to. For me, I have two daughters that are 8 and 10. It's probably the better wedding dresses I can buy them whenever they're going to get married. It's all that stuff. The better vacations you can go on. So at the end of the day, you want to make a lot of money. I mean, don't sell yourself short and just be like, oh, I'm not doing this for the money. I just want to help people. I mean, you can help people and make money at the same time. But what I'm about to show you is how to help people and make a lot of money all at the same time. And keep that in mind, because just like I used with the example of the lottery ticket analogy, that was the best analogy. I tried so hard to come up with as many analogies as I could to use, because I like to teach with analogies. But I think the lottery ticket one is the best one, because again, it all comes down to, if you just talked about Alphapreneur once a week or made one post and be like, oh, I'm not making any money. It's because it's like you bought one lottery ticket, and there's a bunch of other, the internet has billions of people online every second. So the more that you share, the more chances you get, the more lottery tickets you have in your hand to make more money. And before the lottery ticket analogy, I always used to use the fishing analogy. If you go fishing and just have one pole and put one line in the water, which is just going to alphapreneur.com, getting your ambassador link, and then sharing it on social media, and just only sharing the homepage, that's like having one line in the water. Like, you're in a boat, you got one fishing pole with one line with one bait on the water. But when you get my emails every day of things that are really genuinely going to help entrepreneurs, and if you're sharing every day all the emails that I'm giving you the permission to copy and paste, those are more lines you can have in the water, which is going to be more fish you can catch. So that is honestly, at the end of the day, if you want to make a lot of money, at doing this and doing anything as a brand ambassador, you have to be consistent. You need to be sharing all the time, because the only way you're going to make money as a brand ambassador for any business is to talk about that brand that you're an ambassador for a lot, like a lot. And if you're not talking about them a lot, you're not doing yourself the justice that you deserve. So anyway, that's my little rant. So let's go ahead and go to step 3, which is action steps. If that was boring, I apologize. Okay, so step 3, action steps. Write this stuff down. If you are not writing stuff down, be sure to write things down. You want to pick a time every day you're going to share. So now that you know, you need to be sharing every day, right? So what time works for you? Is it in the morning, like before your family gets up, or maybe before your wife gets up, or before your dog gets up? Like the first thing you when you wake up in the morning, like, do you need to open up your computer and go share something? If it is, then do that. Is it in the middle of the day on your lunch break? Is it at night, like when you're winding down for the night? Pick a time every day that is your time that you're going to go share something. And again, this doesn't have to be just with Alphapreneur. This could be with any brand as a brand ambassador. Now, for Alphapreneur, you can, if you wake up in the morning and you are checking your email and you're like, come on, Chris, where's that daily email? You didn't send me that daily email yet. Like, I need the daily email to be able to go out there and share it. But let's say you for whatever reason, whatever time you're wanting to share, you don't have that email from me. That's okay. I'm going to show you a secret place where you can go to get access to all the previous emails that we've sent. And then also, whenever we do post any new daily emails, where they're going to go as well. So you can always go whenever you want to go and look at them. So you can go to alphapreneur.com and click on the menu on the top left. And then when you do that, you're going to go to the latest section and then pick some posts that you like, get your ambassador URL, and share everywhere, share consistently, and don't stop sharing. Okay. So let me show you just kind of where all this happens. So when you go to Alphapreneur, you click on the menu on the very top left. It's going to drop down the menu. These are all the sections that we have, and there's probably going to be more over time, of the daily content that we're doing. Now, the daily content is going to be a mix of all kinds of different stuff. So what you can do is just click on latest, and then this is going to take you immediately to, it's going to default you to this all category at the very top. You're going to see all is black, but then there's books, coaching, motivation, and trends. These are the different categories we have at the time of creating this training video for you. So you can be on all, and whatever is on the top left, the things at the top are going to be the most recent. So if you missed a couple days because you were on vacation, or you took a digital detox and stayed, off the computer for a while and you're just getting back to it, you could just go to Alphapreneur, go to the menu, click on latest, and then just get caught up and see all the stuff that has been posted. Now, every day something new is going to show up here. So what you can do is, like right now, Raving Customers was the one I just showed you an example of. So you could click on that and take a look at this. So this is the page that you're seeing right now. This is the page that you're going to be sharing on the internet. And when I say share on the internet, it could be wherever you want to share it. You can email it to your mom. You can post it on social media. You can do it in a Facebook group, a LinkedIn group, on Quora, Twitter, run ads to it, whatever you want to do. So this page, and David, if you say you don't get my emails yet, it's because I'm just starting this after this session is over. Tomorrow is the beginning of the daily emails. So this is the type of structure of the layout of the page that you're going to be sending traffic to. So if you got the daily email that I sent out, which this was that email, take a look at this. Would you like to get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially? Blah, 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 blah. Today, I'd like to share 4 secrets. Take a look at this. Scroll down. Would you like to get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially? All you have to do is blah, blah, blah. Today, I'd like to share the 4 secrets. So you can, if you're watching this, you have my permission to copy and paste the top section of any of the articles that you see on Alphapreneur, and then, or the emails. So this section I'm highlighting is going to be the section that I'm going to be including in the daily emails I send out every day. So again, for those of you that are kind of not paying attention, I wish I could pull this up side by side. I don't know if I can. kind of not really. So you can kind of see it's the same. I think it makes sense. I don't want to, like, what is it, beat a dead horse or whatever, but you get the idea. So what you can do now, the rest of this, if you're wondering, well, okay, if you're sharing this page right here, how are you making money? You're making money because if anyone sees your post on social media and they're just like, yeah, I want to get some raving customers. I want to grow my business exponentially. I want to learn how to build an authentic relationship. I want to know the 4 secrets. And then they saw your post and they're like, man, that was a really cool post. Then they come here, take a look at this. They're going to read, here's the 4 secrets. Secret 1, secret 2, secret 3, secret 4. And then if I'm giving all this away, then how are you going to make money if this was a free article? It's this part. It's the very bottom. What's next? So what's next? And it fades out purposely. So don't think it like your eyes are going bad. So if you would like help getting raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially, it's repeating what the whole article was about. I invite you to join us inside Alphapreneur, which is a private club for entrepreneurs. They'll take you by the hand and help you get the results you truly want in your life. To continue, subscribe, or sign in. And then it says, subscribe now to get the results you truly want in your life. So this is going to take them to where they can then go sign up and learn about Alphapreneur. And then what I'm going to do is take all of these daily, all this daily content you see here is going to get also posted in Alphapreneur, where we can have an ongoing community discussion about this every daily topic. So the only way you can like dive in and talk about this and learn how to apply this to your life and really just be supported with other people that are on the same journey, that are also learning the same information, That is what goes on in Alphapreneur. That's like the core of Alphapreneur, is this community aspect. So all of these articles are going to be in Alphapreneur as well, but we're going to be talking about them. And I'm even going to have follow-up training and tutorials and videos and links and all kinds of extra bonuses that are going to go with these articles that people get in Alphapreneur. Now, if they come here and they're like, oh, that was pretty cool, but they don't click on any of this stuff, they come down and then they're like, oh my gosh, look at all these other things that they can learn. And they're like, well, yeah, maybe I want to get 100,000 emails in 1 week. And they click on that and they're like, oh, well, here's a video. And then they're in the world of Alphapreneur. And then they're really engaging with Alphapreneur. And on everything we have on Alphapreneur, it's all going to lead people to subscribing so they can get the results they truly want in their life. So this is the type of daily content that is going to be sent out. And it's going to be sent out in this fashion where everything you see up here, you can just copy and paste, whether it be from the actual post or whether it be from the email that you get sent. Does this make sense? If it does, just say yes. You don't have to give me a 1 to 10. Just let me know yes or no if it makes sense before we continue. Because I want to make sure before I go in, we're actually going to do a couple posts on social media so you can see how this works. Because I saw there were questions from, I think it was Claire, like about the link and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to share all that now in a second. Okay. My lips are getting dry. My lips have never gotten dry whenever I'm like teaching or anything. I wonder if that's part of the being nervous part. Jamie says yes. Thomas says yes. Luke says yes. Lauren says yes. Claire says yes. Doc says yes. Magnus says makes sense. Good. So I'm just going to continue knowing that this Gary's ahead of the game. He's like, I'm busy posting right now. Appreciate it, Gary. So all this makes sense. And Larry nailed it. What is great about this? It's not an MLM. You don't have to buy anything to promote it and make money. Although if you want, you can buy ads to promote it. Yes. And also, this isn't one of those things where if I referred Larry and then Larry referred someone else, I would make money off of that someone else. It's not that. That's what MLM is. Like, you make money from the other people that referred the other people that referred the other people that referred the person. And all this is, and all Alphapreneur is, it's just it's a referral program. It's an ambassador program. It'd be like if if I referred a real estate agent to you, she would give me a commission, right? Real estate agents make a commission because they just sold a house. That's all this is. So yeah, if you're wondering, is this an MLM or anything like that? It is nothing like that at all. All right, so let's go back over to the step 3. All right, so you understand all that. Now, what I want to get into is like the super cool stuff for all of you that have made it this far, is the insider secrets. This is where we're actually going to do everything that I just shared with you. So I took a lot of time to build up to make sure that you understand absolutely everything that you need to understand to be successful with doing what I'm about to share with you. Now that I've got the 10 out of 10s, the 14.73s out of 10s, I've got all the yeses, I know that the masses understand what's going on right now. So if you're watching the recording of this, you're not here live, but you're watching the recording, know that this made sense to most people. So if something's not making sense, go back and start over and then watch it again, and it will make sense at some point. So Luke knows what's coming. Luke says, here comes the gold. All right. So insider secrets. Now, oh, by the way, this is what top ambassadors do, because Alphapreneur has been up for almost a year now, and there have been a lot of ambassadors that have made a whole lot of money by referring people to Alphapreneur and spreading the word about Alphapreneur. And I reached out to a lot of them, and I'm actually friends with some of them, and just candidly say, what are you doing? Like, I'm curious, like, what are you doing? And then just so I know, so I can help the people that are just getting started. I mean, the world is so big where if we had 100,000 people all doing the same thing today, it's still not going to like saturate the market because the market is so big. So I asked what some of the top ambassadors are doing, and they are, Marvin says, bring it on. And here's what they're doing. So insider secrets. If you've been with me for some time, you probably already know most of this, but I'm going to show you live because, like I said before, if you've been on my trainings before, I always make sure that I drop a lot of gold and it makes sure I either like bring something new to your thinking that you didn't think about before, but I'm also going to do this live for you right now so you can see exactly how it's done. And that way, whenever you go and do this kind of stuff, you're just doing what works. Okay. So the top ambassadors are joining entrepreneur groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. So before I even go, I'm just going to go through each one of these. I'm going to jump back and forth from this slide to going live so I can show you how to do this. So joining entrepreneur groups on Facebook and LinkedIn, why would they do that? Because if you are, let's say, a 40-year-old stay-at-home mom that has no entrepreneur friends, and no offense, by the way, I'm not going to tell a story, but no offense. I could tell a story, but I'm not going to. It's not a bad thing. But if you just grab a lot of the posts that you're seeing that I'm sharing every day on Alphapreneur, and you're getting the emails and you're posting them on your personal Facebook profile, no one's really going to join because it's not relating to any of them. They don't know what you're talking about. So when you join entrepreneur groups on Facebook and LinkedIn, that is where the people that know what you're talking about are hanging out. And that is where the people that we together, you and I, can truly help by spreading the word of the daily information that it's being posted on Alphapreneur. So how do you do that? So you can go to Facebook and, sorry, I got all these pop-ups. Actually, if you have friends on Facebook for any reason and that are entrepreneurs or whatnot, maybe you just do want to do a post on your Facebook page. Let me show you how to do that first. Because I don't want to just assume that nobody has any friends that are entrepreneurs. And Magnus says, don't forget Twitter too, because he gets a ton of interest from that. Yeah. Some of the top ambassadors, though, they're not using Twitter, so I'm not going to use that. I'm just going to use Facebook and LinkedIn as examples right now. But Twitter is a great example of other things you can. There's a lot of different things you can do. But I didn't include that in today's training just because the people I've talked to, that's not what they're doing. I just want to share with what they were doing out of the gate. So when you go to Facebook, oh, by the way, this is my 8-year-old daughter. She's singing. She's loves Dr. Seuss, and my wife dressed her up as Cindy Lou Who. She did her hair and everything, and for her school Zoom, and she's saying, "Where are you, Christmas?" And my wife sent it to me, and I cried. So anyhow, I had to share it on Facebook because stuff like that. It's I'm a family guy, for those of you who don't know, and everything I post on Facebook is 99% family. So you're not really going to see me do a lot of posts. If you go friend me on Facebook, I'm probably not going to accept it because I'm mostly friends with my actual real life friends and things like that. And because I do a lot of family posts and not entrepreneur stuff. But if you have entrepreneur friends, then you can do what I'm about to share with you. All right. So, where was I? Sorry, my daughter threw me off. So before I even join the Facebook groups and LinkedIn groups, I'm just going to show you how to do a post. So let's say you get the email. I say the email about the raving fans. So this is the email. And this goes back to what you were saying, Claire, or you were asking earlier, Claire, about the link. So what I would do is I would do a couple things. So first I would highlight all of this. So copy. And then I'm going to click the link just so I can get to where I need to go. So I'm going to click this link. It's going to take me right to the raving customers. Now you could also click the link and then highlight the first part here. Either way, it doesn't matter. So once you do that, you go back to Facebook, and I'm just going to paste what I just copied. And then I want to make sure it looks right. So would you like to get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially? All you have to do is build an authentic relationship. It doesn't matter whether you're a one-man band or a company with 1,000 employees. If you can't build an authentic relationship, you're putting your brand at risk. Today, I'd like to share 4 secrets. So if this is, let's say you not sharing 4 secrets because you're a brand ambassador and you just want to share the post, you can say, today I found, and you're welcome. This could be for all of you that are wondering where's swipe files and things like that. I'm showing you how to edit and alter the stuff that I'm giving you every day to copy and paste. So you can say something like, today I found a really amazing article on Alphapreneur that talked about, or that revealed the 4 secrets that will help you and then I'll say, here it is. ... And then I put a couple more spaces. Now it's time for the link. So what we do is we go back to where the article is. Do not just copy the link and then go paste it. You have to make sure that this is your ambassador link. So you have to put the question mark A equals, and then whatever the idea, your ClickBank nickname is that you set up back in step 1. So here, again, you can have the trailing backslash or not. I know Margaret asked that earlier. Do we need the backslash? It doesn't matter. But we're just gonna leave it there. And so you can put question mark A equals, and I'm just gonna put in Chris Luck. So now I'm gonna copy this. So you make sure it's the link to the post that you're about to share, and then question mark A equals, then your ClickBank ID. And then we're going to go back to Facebook and then copy and paste. So here's a link. Now, wait a second. See these little 3 dots? Don't post it yet. Watch what happens. Come on. So Facebook, I don't know why they didn't do it right now, because I'm live. That's probably why. But there will be a picture here. It will be actually the picture that you see here. That is going to be the picture that's going to pull in on your Facebook post. So there will be a picture here. Don't worry if you don't see it. Actually post it and it'll show up. I'm not going to post it because, again, I just don't post businessy things on my Facebook because I post it my daughters and stuff like that. That's all I do. But no, I just want to walk you through. It's going to show the image. It's also going to show Get Raving Customers, Alphapreneur, and then, blah, blah, blah. So now what you can do, now that you see this preview is here, and this is all clickable, you can, if you want to, you can remove the link or not. You can leave it there if you want. You can remove it if you want. It's totally up to you. So if you remove it, this is all still going to stay here, and it's all still going to be attached to your ambassador ClickBank nickname. So you can hit post, and it's also going to be attached. So you can leave it there, leave the link there, or not leave the link there. But regardless whether you leave it or not, do not hit the post button until stuff populates, like this stuff here. I wish that image would show up, but again, I'm doing this live. There's always something goes wrong. So we're just going to go ahead and close that out. Even though it's there, it didn't post. So that's that. All right. Ted says, is the image linked? And yes, the image is linked. And Larry says, otherwise, Facebook. Oh, there was a chat going on, the live chat. Okay, so now what we're going to do is join entrepreneur groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. So what we're going to do is go to the groups section. So when you're on Facebook, all you have to do is click on the little groups icon, or just search Facebook and type in groups. Type in entrepreneur. And then it's going to show you groups, and it's going to show you both a mix of groups that you are members of and groups that you're not members of. If you're a member of a group, it's going to have a little blue arrow that you can click and just go to the group. If you're not a member, you can click to join the group. So let's say I'm not a member yet of small business entrepreneurship. I can click join group, and then it's going to probably walk you through like, what are the reasons you want to join? Have you read our terms and conditions? You basically go through all that and hit submit. And if you've never joined an entrepreneurship group, join like maybe 5 a day. Don't join like a ton, because you don't, and same with LinkedIn. I think you can only have like 20. This might have changed, but up to 20 like pending group requests at a time. And you can't join anymore. It's going to say like, you just can't join. So you didn't do anything wrong. They just don't want like people using bots and software and doing things they shouldn't be doing and joining too many groups unnaturally. So join about, like 5 or so a day until you get in a lot of them. You can see I'm not a member of a whole bunch of them, but the ones I am a member of has hundreds of thousands of members. So yeah, Larry says sometimes you need to use the Facebook debugger to get Facebook to grab the URL properly. I'll show that here in a little bit and like more of an advanced thing, because that is an advanced trick you can do. But for now, you join some groups on Facebook and LinkedIn. So I showed you how to do them on Facebook. If you want to do them on LinkedIn, so you go to LinkedIn. So this is my LinkedIn profile. By the way, I'll just show you how to join groups. So you click on My Network, and then you click on Groups. And then once you're in Groups, you can see the groups that you're joining, that you're members of. Or if you want to try to find groups, you can actually just go type in entrepreneur in the search and go find entrepreneurship groups that way. So we're going to go into a group here. So we'll do the Social Entrepreneur Empowerment group. So I'm in this group, and then we're going to go back to Facebook, and I'm going to go into the Millionaire Minds. We'll go into small business. Well, no, did I join that one? Oh, I requested a join group, but I didn't answer the questions. My bad. We'll do entrepreneurs and startups. All right. So I'm in a Facebook group, and I'm in a LinkedIn group. LinkedIn. Sorry, no, I'm not. Now I am. So LinkedIn group, Facebook group. So you just basically join entrepreneur groups on Facebook, LinkedIn. Join as many as you want. Again, think of it when you're thinking about like, how much should I post? How many times should I post in a day? How many groups should I join? Think about how many lottery tickets do you want to buy? How many lines do you want to have in the water to go fishing? Like, you got that. When you hear entrepreneurs talk about mindset and mindset shifts and all that, that's the stuff they're trying to tell you. Like, you need to put your mind in a certain state to be able to do certain things. And to do this kind of stuff and to be successful at it, you have to be consistent. People that buy lottery tickets don't win the lottery the first time they buy a lottery ticket. They buy lottery tickets all the time, and they usually still don't win. But luckily for you, I built a business that people sign up and stick around for a long time and love. And you can all see that in the comments and in the YouTube channel that we're on right now, that it works. So luckily for you, unlike the lottery, you can actually do stuff every day and you're going to get results. Whereas people buy lottery tickets, they just spend money and don't get results. So most of them don't. So now that you've joined entrepreneurships on Facebook and LinkedIn, as many as you want, it's up to how many lottery tickets you want to buy, spend at least 1 hour a day helping others. Now, I didn't say spend 1 hour a day spamming links. I didn't say spend 1 hour a day annoying the hell out of people. I didn't say spend 1 hour a day doing all these things you shouldn't be doing. Helping others is what you need to be doing. Again, mindset shift. Think about how you can help other people. Don't drop links on every post that you do, because what people can do now on both Facebook and LinkedIn, they can click on your profile and look at you in that group and see a news feed of all of the posts that you have done in that group. Now, if the admins and the moderators can do that too. So if you're posting a lot in a group, and when I say 1 hour a day helping others, I'm not saying spend 1 hour a day in one Facebook group, like jump in and out of groups. But there's no ratio, like how many should you post in a group before you move on to the next one. It's all up to you. So just make sure not every post that you're posting is just copying and pasting everything I'm telling you to do on Alphapreneur, because people are gonna go look at your post history and see you're just copying and pasting a bunch of stuff and you're not truly helping people. So that's why you need to make sure you're helping other people. And Gary just said I just posted on Facebook and LinkedIn. They look great. So Gary's doing what I'm showing you right now, and he's already out there buying his lottery tickets. So it's not, you're not even buying lottery tickets. I'm giving you lottery tickets. Every post that you do, it's like you're collecting lottery tickets. That's a better way to look at it. So don't drop links on every post, but I'm going to show you just how to do a post. So exactly like you would do a post on your normal Facebook profile. Now, I haven't done any posts in these groups yet, like in a while. So I'm just gonna copy and paste what I just shared, so you can just see. And I'm not gonna get flagged or anything because I haven't been posting anything, so I should be good. So I'm gonna go back to the post so that we'll do the raving customers one. I'm gonna copy everything you see there. Go back to Facebook. What's on your mind, Chris? This is on my mind. Now, sometimes I don't like when I copy and paste, I don't like how the spaces, they look too jumbled up. So sometimes I'll like hit backspace and then like I hold down shift and hit enter, and I kind of make some better spacing adjustments. See, I think that looks better. So then once I have that, then I come down and then I'm going to post the link. So the link, again, is going to be your link that has your ambassador ClickBank nickname at the end, not just the link itself, because you want to get paid, right? You want a lottery ticket with your name on it. So we're going to go ahead and paste that link there. I'm going to hit enter and then wait for Facebook to hopefully play good with me and pull it. There's the image. So it worked that time. So now that we have that there, I'm going to remove my link. And the only reason I do that is it just cleans up the post. It just looks a lot nicer. And sometimes, and now this is another pro tip for all you that are sticking around this far into this training, this is where I just start dropping a lot of random nuggets, because it's like my gift to you for being around and listening to me talk for this long. So I appreciate it. So some other fun things you can do is you can go in after you say, today I'd like to share 4 secrets to help you encourage engagement. For those of you who stick around this long, you get to hear me stumble over my words. You want to encourage engagement. So what I mean by that is the more engaged posts are, every time someone likes and comments and all that, it gets bumped up to the top of these groups. So if you can encourage people in these groups to engage with the post, the better off you're going to be. And the more that one lottery ticket you just got that you just claimed from posting in a group is going to turn into a whole lot more without any extra work on your end, because other people are liking and sharing and commenting and all that kind of stuff. So how do you encourage engagement? Well, what you can do is type in, my favorite is number 3. What do y'all think? Sorry, I'm from the South, so that's how I talk. What do you all think of these secrets? So you could do that. You don't have to say my favorite is. You could just do, has anyone seen this before? So you're encouraging people to comment in some way. So what can you do that is going to encourage a quick reaction? Not a really long thought out, like people are going to have to sit and really think about it before they leave a comment. What's a quick thing that they can do that's going to encourage a comment? Because the more comments you get on these posts, the more activity these posts are going to get. The more people they're going to see them naturally, because that's how the algorithm gods in these social networks work. So has anyone seen this before? You saw my favorite secret was number 3. What's yours? Let me know what you all think. Just things like that. So then once you do that and you like the way it looks, check this out. So we're just going to go here. I'm actually going to, since I just did this little closing that part there, I'm just going to highlight all this because I'm going to copy this because I'm going to go just do the exact same thing on LinkedIn. So that looks good. We're just going to hit post. And then, okay, so this group looks like, oh, you missed it. There's a little pop-up that says your post has been submitted and pending approval. Some of these groups, there's so much activity where things have to get manually approved, which is fine. What you're sharing, you're not sending people to a sales page. You're not sending people to a webinar. You're not sending people to a lead gen page or a tripwire or a lead magnet or any of that crap that these marketing people are doing that spam these groups with. You're sending people to a natural article, an organic article. So you're not going to have any problem getting these posts approved or not. All right. So don't worry about that. So now that that's posted there, we're going to move over to the LinkedIn group, and then we're in the social entrepreneur empowerment group. Oh, Sue, that's a good one. Sue said, you didn't mention the emoji click button. Yeah. So that's another bonus tip that I'll actually share with all you. I'll share with all you right now. For those of you that are sticking to the end, Sue's learned a lot of my golden nuggets and tips that I've taught over the years with other things that I've done with Alphapreneur. So she called me out. So I'm going to have to teach this one. Here, I'm just going to leave this up so she can everybody can see. It's a reminder for me that I need to teach you that. So we're going to go in this and do a conversation as well. So I'm just going to paste that whole thing. So would you like to get raving customers? All you have to do is this. Today I'd like to share this. Let me know what y'all think. What you all think. I got to say y'all, because that's what I do. That's how I talk. And then now I need to go grab the URL. So I'm back on the raving customers URL. And here's a pro tip too. So grab the URL, go back to LinkedIn, paste it, and then there's the URL. And notice it's saying loading preview. So give it a second. Don't get click crazy and hit post. And then look, now pulled in the image. So I'm doing, and by the way, I design all these images myself in Photoshop. And I do all this because I love doing this kind of stuff. And you don't have to do it. So you don't have to create images for social media. You don't have to do any of that stuff. Let me do it all and then just share what I'm doing for all of you. So now that we got all this, before I go do anything else, I'm going to highlight everything. So I just hit what I hit, Command A to select all. Now I'm going to hit copy. Now I'm copying the whole post with that link in there. So when I jump into another group, I don't have to go grab the link every time. So now we're just going to close that out. So we can go ahead and hit post. I'm going to show the emoji thing in a second because I just want to hit post. And it's been successful. So check this out. I want you to see what the post actually looked like in a group. So notice this was something this is what I was hoping was going to show up so you could see the thought I put into things. So again, I've been doing entrepreneurship for 21 years full time. That's when I got kicked out of college and started my journey as an entrepreneur, and been doing marketing and all this for 21 years. I've learned a lot of little tips and tricks and techniques and strategies and stuff along the way that make a lot of sales and get a lot of people to click on things and get a lot of people to sign up for things and get a lot of people to buy things. So instead of you having to learn all of that stuff, part of the big benefit of being an ambassador for Alphapreneur and me giving you the ability to copy and paste the stuff I do every single day, moving forward, starting today, you get my 21 years of expertise to make the most out of every activity and post that you do online. 21 years of experience is put into what you're posting online to look like you have the 21 years experience. So you don't have to come up with anything on your own. I've done the images. I've done the copywriting. I've done all the setup on the website, all the stuff you don't have to worry about because I've done it for you. So quote says, nice. Thank you. So let me walk you through some of the psychological stuff going on. It's like some people say what I do is like psychological warfare, but it kind of is. There's a lot of psychological stuff going on that I'm just going to walk you through because I want to give you again, these are all like extra added benefits that I want you to have that just for sticking around, you deserve to get. So for instance, we'll start with the image. I did not do a full image to fill the full frame because that's what everybody else does. So what I did was I did a background color and I put the image in the middle, and then so I could put the branding logo of Alphapreneur on the top and then coaching below so people see it's like a coaching thing from this site that they've probably seen this logo all over the place by now. And then this color is not just a random color I picked. I pick a color out of the actual picture. I color match it, and then I pick this lady's coat, and I color match the background to her coat. So it has a lot of relatability to it. And then I put the black bar and raving customers to really pop out. And I intentionally make raving customers a title super short that just gets people attention. And you don't have to spend a lot of time looking at this to stop and think, I want raving customers. So there's that. And then I put a little drop shadow and all that stuff on too. But all of this stuff makes when someone's scrolling really quickly through social media, whether it be on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, any platform, nobody does images like this except what I do. That's why when you go to Alphapreneur and then look at any of the posts, they're all like that. Everything that I put on here is using that. So knowing that, you can feel confident that when you're sharing stuff on social media, you're sharing the absolute best possible combination of stuff you can do to get the most engagement and to get the most activity and to help the most people and to make the most money and to win the most lottery ticket, have the most winning lottery tickets. So that's just the image. or thanks, David. He's at 21 years of leverage. It is. And no one breaks down this kind of stuff like what I'm doing with you right now. And I'm doing it because whether or not you share any stuff on Alphapreneur and you share, you just help out, people by sharing stuff on Alphapreneur, that's fine. You don't have, but what I'm sharing with you, hopefully you can take this and apply it to anything else you're doing with promoting products as a brand ambassador on other businesses. So if you want to do this yourself for other brands, by all means, go ahead and do it. Beth says, you've changed your pictures from 6 months ago. Does someone copy your old design? No, I'm constantly improving. I've probably have changed picture designs and layouts like this 5,000 times over like 21 years. I'm always changing things and testing things to try new things to see if I'm getting better click-through rates. And this is what's killing it right now. So anyway, there's that. Now, I open with a question that's really short in a way that when people are reading, when it posts on social media, it stops right after the question and they literally have to click see more to see more. That one thing they just, to design a post like this, it's called getting someone to make a micro commitment. So the end goal is to get someone to ultimately join Alphapreneur, right? So the micro commitments along the way that they're making, they're saying yes to. This is all like NLP, and this is really deep psychology stuff. But just clicking see more, they stopped, they saw that image, they got excited enough to want to click see more. So that one click to see more, that's one click closer to clicking to join Alphapreneur. Another thing is, would you like to get raving customers? You're going to notice everything from this day moving forward that I do that you're going to be able to copy and paste is going to follow this structure. So I'm going to start with a question. Would you like to blank? Most entrepreneurs that are going to see this are going to read this and be like, well, hell yeah, I want that. So in their mind, I'm getting them to already like be nodding yes and saying yes and thinking, yes, I want that. But I don't stop there. I go a little deeper and let them know the benefit of getting what they just are thinking in their mind that they want. So would you like to blank so you can blank? So that structure is really deep. They want to get raving customers so they can what? Grow their business. So they're like, heck yeah, I want to see more. So they click on see more. Then they're presented with, when they clicked on see more, all you have to do, I didn't say here's what to do. I'm letting them know all they have to do, it's simpler, is to do this. And this is always going to be short. One specific thing, build an authentic relationship. Now, I'm going to back that up. And if they're thinking to themselves, well, I'm not a big company, I don't know how to do that, I let them know it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether you're a one-man band or a company with 1,000 employees. If you can't do this, if you can't build an authentic relationship, you're putting your brand at risk. So now I'm like, sounds bad, but I'm kind of scaring them, but they should be scared because you need to build an authentic relationship. What do you think I'm doing with you right now with this video and with like having this conversation with you and with all of you that are on the live stream right now? I'm building an authentic relationship. So I'm saying that because I want you to know the stuff that I type and the stuff that I publish I'm not using for evil. I'm using for good. Then I let them know, okay, so they're really warmed up now. Today, I'd like to share 4 secrets, and I always use a number. I don't say, today I'm going to share some secrets. Today, I'm going to share something with you. Today, I've got a webinar. Today, I've got this report. Today, there's this new ebook. No, I've got 4 secrets, and they know there's 4. It's like they're probably thinking in their mind, like, what are the 4 secrets? That'll help you again. And then the very end, I'm just restating what they've already nodded yes to. So now they're nodding yes again. So that will help you get raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially. Just repeating what's at the very top. And then I say, let me know what you all think. So all of that is 21 years of trial and error in copywriting at its, not to toot my own horn, but at its finest, that you're going to see this every single day when you get the emails coming in that I'm going to be sending you from hello@alphapreneur.com. When you register at alphapreneur.com, you put in your email address in those daily emails I showed you, you're going to see this every single day. I want you to look at this and not just think, oh, this is something I can share today. I want you to deeply analyze everything that I send you and share with you, and think about how can you do this like for other people, or like for other brands that you maybe want to promote as a brand ambassador, or if you just want to go all in with me and just go all in with Alphapreneur. I mean, you're just skipping all the trying to figure this stuff out for other industries, and you're just copying what's working with Alphapreneur. So anyway, does that make sense? Sorry, I went on a little lecture there, but thank you, Larry. Larry says, "You're the man." Chris, that's why you're the best. You're the man. Thank you very much, guys. Yeah, like on a 1 to 10 scale, 1 being like that bored the hell out of you, and 10 being like, that was cool, Chris. Share some more of that kind of stuff. like let me know, because this is the things that I'm always worried to teach live, because I don't know how it's going to really relate to everybody, but I hope it's relating well. Thank you, June. June says, I'm thankful for all you do. UBC 10, Margaret 10, Glenn 10, Thomas 10, Natasha 10. Thank you for all the 10s. Good. And I see we still have a decent amount of people on from the amount of people that were here at its peak. So I appreciate for all of you that are sticking around. Luke says that was an Ogilvy extravaganza. Yeah, I definitely have some mentors that I've really learned from over the years. Britt says, you're doing good. My 10 keys are broken. Thank you guys for all the good feedback. So we're not done. We're just gonna keep going. I just want to make sure that was all helpful. So now that you understand the structure of the post and why it's so important to just copy and paste what I give you every day, and don't steer too far off of the direction of what I give you. Now that you understand why you should be doing that, what's next on the list here? Next on the list. Oh, the emojis. I forgot to, that's a whole nother thing. The emojis. We're going to jump into one more Facebook group here. Let's try to jump into one that, I don't know if it's going to moderate my comments or not, but we'll see. Millionaire mindset. So let's go back, and I'm just going to start all over, because I think repetition is really the key to success. So I'm just going to go ahead and start all over and copy and paste all over again, so you can kind of see. So we're in a new Facebook group. So I'm going to paste that. And remember, I don't like these spaces. I think I don't like the way Facebook, when you copy and paste it, I don't know, sucks everything up together. So I'm just going to add some more spaces. Again, I'm moving my cursor in front of the first letter of each sentence. I hit the backspace or delete key, then I hold shift and hit enter, and it just gives me a little more breathing room, or gives the post a little more breathing room. It's easier to read. So we got that, and then now we're gonna go grab the link. I make sure my link has $A = Chris Luck at the end of it. Go back, enter. Today, I'd like to share 4 secrets to help you. I'm not going to add any more beyond that. I'm just going to leave it there for respect of your time. And then I'm just going to remove the link, because I don't like the link to be visible, just because I think it's a little more stealthy when you don't show the link and people just see this. And the question earlier, are these images clickable? Yes, the whole image is clickable. So people can click anywhere here and it'll take them where they need to go. So now what Sue was referring to earlier is emojis. So another thing, this is another like added secret to when I do posts on social media, is to add emojis. Now you're not going to see emojis on a page, on the actual page, because it doesn't make sense. I put emojis in very strategic spots when I send emails out, and when I do social media posts, to when necessary, to capture more attention. So a great example is if you were not in an entrepreneurship group, let's say you were just posting on your Facebook page, or you're posting blindly on Twitter, you could add something, just how I showed you how to add things at the end of a post. You can add stuff at the beginning of the post as well. So here you could put in entrepreneurs. Oops, I think my keys messed up there. Entrepreneurs, ... Now what I'm doing is I'm calling out the person that I want. This is like it's like a what is it called? Like a dog whistle. Like I'm whistling out to only the people that I want to see and read and engage with this post I'm going to do. So a great thing to do, and you don't have to do this in an entrepreneur group because everyone's an entrepreneur group, or everyone's quote unquote an entrepreneur, but you could, and just publicly in other places, do entrepreneurs ... Now I use this really cool place called Emoji Copy, EMOJICOPY.com. And then I'll find like cool little emojis. So I will just like entrepreneurs figure. I always like this cool sunglasses one. This is actually the one I'm going to be using. The emoji in the subject line of every daily email I send you. It's going to have this cool sunglasses emoji. So keep an eye out for that. It's one of my favorites. So you click on it, and then it's going to put it in this little emoji bar here, and you just hit copy. And then you go back to the Facebook group, and then right before you put your cursor where you want the emoji. So I'm going to right click and hit paste. And then it took away entrepreneurs. I could do entrepreneurs ... And then I say, would you like raving customers so you can grow your business exponentially? So now you could get crazy with this and put entrepreneur or emojis wherever you want. Sometimes I've done that. I put like an emoji before each sentence just to really emphasize the sentence, but that's kind of overkill. But even just including like one or two will be helpful. If you just want to do one or two, I would put, if you were doing a call out, definitely to have an emoji before who you're calling out. Another one place where you want to put it is have an emoji pointing towards what it is they have to do. So all you have to do is build an authentic relationship. So what you can do here is go back and then find the finger, not the bad finger, the finger that's pointing to the right, highlight it, come back and hit paste. I kept accidentally clicking on like a word and then pasting it. So all you have to do is build an authentic relationship. So it just kind of adds a little more like pizzazz to your posts. If you want to use emojis, and I always like to do 2 spaces, not 1. Like see how there's 1 space in between the emoji and entrepreneur? I like to do 2. It just kind of, again, I like breathing room, and I liked how it opens it up a little bit more. So that's how you would use emojis. And if you did want to leave your link visible, I like to use an arrow pointing to the link, or put an emoji above the link and have a finger pointing down at the link, because you're just guiding where you want someone to look. Is really all the emojis are. It's another psychological warfare tactic where it's like I'm pointing where I want you to look or where I want you to click. You'll see me use emojis in my emails all the time, pointing at a link, because I found when I put an emoji pointing at a link, I get a 30% increase on the people that click the link, which is pretty cool. I like that, Larry. Larry says, use emojis to turn it from a dog whistle to a train whistle. Yeah, Frank is an emoji king. I think he's always using emojis in like everything he's posting, which is awesome. Cool. So that is, man, that was a really, 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 really deep dive into some of the techniques that I wasn't planning on sharing, but that's what happens the longer we go. I'm going to show you 2 more things, and then we're going to wrap it up here because we're going on almost 2 hours already. So another thing you can do is just add your link to social profiles. So what you could do here, this is more general, but it's almost one of those like, why not? Like, what's the worst that's going to happen? So what I'm referring to is you could just go to here. I'm going to do a post here. I'm just curious if this will get moderated or just post. It's been that one submitted for approval too. Oh, well, it'll get approved. So you can go back to Alphapreneur, and then from here, just straight off the homepage, do $A equals, and then your ID. So I'm just going to do $A equals. And again, this is your ClickBank ID for all you that don't know. Thanks for all the emojis that are coming in the chat. So once you copy your URL with your ID, you can go just straight into your profile on social media, and then see how I have a link that says alphapreneur.com. you can add however many links you want to add on your social profiles. You can do this on LinkedIn and Twitter and all this stuff. You would just hit edit details and then come down where it says, where is it? Websites. And then I can just click edit and I can add more websites. So you could add a website and then just add and type out alphapreneur.com. But for the link, if anyone clicked it, would actually like take them to alphapreneur.com through your link. So if anyone just was checking out your profile, they're like, oh, what's alphapreneur.com? They're just clicking it out of curiosity. And you can see I'm even putting the link as my bio on Facebook. You can do this anywhere. You could do this again, Twitter, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever you can update and edit bios. But I mean, you could just drop your links in there if you want in a creative way. You could even say you could make a job title and add it to your social profile and just say brand ambassador for, and then alphapreneur.com, but then you hyperlink alphapreneur.com. Does that make sense? David says, how do you do that URL? Got to pay attention, David. On Facebook, what you would do for your intro, you just come in and hit edit details and then scroll down. And then there's where you can add a URL, the websites. You would just add a website. That's all you got to do. So that's just kind of one random tip that the ambassadors that are doing really well, like the top ambassadors, they've actually added a job title to their social media profiles, all their profiles, saying that they're a brand ambassador for Alphapreneur, and they link up Alphapreneur, which is pretty cool. Another thing that they do is add a link as a PS in their emails. So an example of that would be if you're here, let me see here. Pull up my emails here. Sorry. Let me I'm starting to lose my voice. I'm gonna have to call it quits here pretty shortly because my emails my voice is going. All right. I really need that drink of water. So what you can do is for email signatures, you could add an email signature to your email on Gmail, or I use Apple Mail, whatever email you want. You could just create to add an email signature by just going to your like preferences in your mail settings. And I created a signature. You could just create one called Alphapreneur, and then you make the email signature like a PS. So when you write any email at all and it goes out, you could say something like, I just found this new private club for entrepreneurs I think you might like. It's over it. And then your link. And then that's all you have to do. So a lot of brand ambassadors are doing that, where they're getting clever and creative with using the link in a sentence that is structured as a PS to emails. And it's like a business email of theirs that they send out. It's not like their personal email. It's just another thing that you set it once and it's going to show up in all your emails. And then you can even make it where it matches your default message font. So it doesn't look weird, where like when you get emails from like corporate people and it's like their signature in the footer is like a super different font than the rest of the email, you can make it match your font, and then it just looks more natural. And you can do, I could probably spend an hour talking about different PSs that you could do, but that's just to give you an idea of things that you can do. And let's see. That was it, right? Oh, the advanced strategies and the training program. So if you liked all the stuff that you just saw, again, this was only 2 hours. I mean, this was a massive 2 hours for a live stream teaching live. I had no idea how this was going to go. So I think it went pretty well. But if you want more advanced strategies on being a brand ambassador, and like, if you like the stuff I just taught you and you want to learn a lot more, you can actually go into Alphapreneur. And when you actually sign up to Alphapreneur, if you go to alphapreneur.com, put in your email address, then it'll take you to the page where it tells you the benefits. And like, this is Alphapreneur, by the way. If you're wondering like, what the heck is even Alphapreneur? This is it. It's just a private club for entrepreneurs. And there's actually a course called Brand Ambassador Training Program. And like I said, it's just full of steps on like really, really deep dives on how to do all this kind of stuff that I just talked about, but like on a way deeper level. And I think at the time of making this, we're somewhere here in the middle. But every Friday I'm adding new steps to this training program because I love to teach this stuff, because I've been doing this kind of stuff for 21 years, and I've just been having a blast doing it. So I'm just going to keep doing it and keep teaching it because I like doing it. So if you want ongoing training and help and, want to geek out with me on this kind of stuff, when you actually sign up for Alphapreneur, this is just included in your membership with Alphapreneur. So that's that. And then there's all this other stuff that I'm not going to go into because this is not a pitch for Alphapreneur. I promised I was not going to sell anything. So nothing for sale. It's there if you want to check it out. So anyway, now let's go ahead and just do some live. Actually, before we even do live Q&A, if I could get a 1 to 10 on how good was like this live training. Because again, I've done these Monday meetings for a while now. We're on like Monday meeting 12. It's like 12 weeks of this. But I've never done a full on training where I'm actually going to cut out the beginning of this and put the training on the Ambassador Academy for people to watch the replays of. So let me know on a 1 to 10, like rate the training, like how good was the content? 1 being like you were confused to all hell and you'll probably never come back again. And 10 was this was a damn good training. Let me know. I'm going to take a sip of water, and then we're just going to field a few questions here and then call it a day because I got to really take care of my voice for the next few days because I have to do an ambassador training recording for this week. And that's going to be live on Friday. Thomas Burke gave me a 10. Thank you, Thomas. Gary, 10. Glenn, 10. Marvin came in with a 10. Luke, 10. Gregory Cloud, 10. Lauren's excellent. Magnus, 10. I'm with you, Magnus. It was long, but it was excellent. I started off really nervous. I had a ton of energy, and now I am super, super tired. Like my body is physically like, Chris, you need to lay down for a little bit. June, 10. I'm running low on 10s. Thank you, though, Britt. 10. Can we use this for Pinterest? Yes. And I have all that training coming for you in the actual brand ambassador training inside of Alphapreneur. 10. Beth says your sessions are always great, Chris. I remember the first time you did one. I do too. And I left it up on Alphapreneur. If you want to actually go look at the Alphapreneur YouTube channel, you can see the first Monday meeting I did. Oh my God, it's big difference. And that was just 12 weeks ago. I can't imagine what like 3 years from now, what it's going to be like. Maybe we'll be doing this like in virtual reality. That'd be crazy. Jamie Proctor, 10. Claire, thank you for sticking all the way to the end too. For everyone new, I know Claire was new. For anyone that's new to this whole world of what I do and what I teach and what you're now a part of, I'm glad that I'm seeing 10s come in from all of you because that makes me feel good that for you just getting started, this makes enough sense to where you know what to do moving forward. Gregory, does your training also cover how to be an ambassador on other brands? Yes. So the brand ambassador training is, I actually, I use Alphapreneur as an example in the trainings because I have to use some example of something I don't like to teach where you're just looking at slides and then not actually seeing live real, hey, let me show you my computer and let's actually do this and make some money. Nobody teaches like that. But I do because I feel like that's how you need to learn. You need to learn how to do something by someone actually doing it, not telling you how you should do it. So the only thing I do through the training is I use Alphapreneur as my own example, but there's a lot of worksheets and workbooks that you fill out to identify what brands you should be going after. I use a lot of other examples on like if you're going to be in beauty, if you're going to be in weight loss, here's what you would do. It covers how to be a brand ambassador for any brand that you are personally passionate about. And then I also give you a massive list of like thousands of brands and where to go to find the brands that are desperately needing a brand ambassador like right now that will pay you like right now to go out there and just talk about them. And you don't need any prior experience. You don't need to be located like in anywhere in the world, a special location in the world. You don't need to go into an office. That's a big beauty of being a brand ambassador is, you have the freedom to really do anything that you want. Kat says, great, but I do need, let me know if that answered your question, Greg, by the way. Kat says, great, but I need the replay will be up. It'll be up. It'll be up actually right now. Like when you go to, let me just show you. If you go to alphapreneur.com, click on the drop-down menu, click on ambassadors and scroll down and sign in if you haven't already signed up. Here is, this video is here right now. Like you can click play while we're live and like be watching this live. But when this is over, you can click play and go back and immediately start watching the replay. Now tomorrow, I am going to download the video and then edit it, like cut out the countdown timer in the beginning and all that. And I'm going to put up a cleaner version tomorrow where the beginning is edited out. But if you want to watch the replay, like you don't want to wait for me and you just want to watch it now, as soon as this is over, you can start watching the replay, which is super cool. Which is another big reason I like to use YouTube. Margaret, need to go through this again. So much information. It's a 10. Thank you for all the 10. Tim Hood, he's from my neck of the woods. Thank you for being here, Tim. Were you here the whole time? Yeah, thank you for all the 10s. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, Bill says 10 time and time again. And by the way, thank you all for your time for being here. This is one of the longest Monday meetings we've gone on. Like I said, my body is killing me. Like my back is killing me. My throat's killing me. I feel like I need to like take a nap for 2 days now. And I don't know how like Tony Robbins teaches for like 15 hours. I don't do any like breathing practices. I probably should do more prepping before I do these live streams. But I don't, but I'm glad you're all here. Ted says you wore me out. That's awesome. Good. 10s from everybody. So Adil said, great session, Chris. Bye, Alphas. All right. Any final questions? Ask it now. I'll take like 3 or 4 questions and then we'll just wrap things up because I want to respect all your time. I'm sure you all have a lot to do the rest of your day today, or maybe you don't and your day's over and you just need to take a break with me. You can do that too. So if there's any questions, I will answer the questions now. Thomas says, you did a great job. Thank you so much, Thomas. And I'm just going to wait to see if any questions come in. And if no questions come in, then we're just going to wrap things up. Gary says, here it is. I appreciate it, Gary. So in my office, I actually, we have a beer tap that's, it's always cold. It's always on. There's always beer on tap. I'm so tempted to go out there and have a beer right now, but I've tried to stop drinking during the week where I only have like beers and bourbons on Friday and Saturday. And it's not a Friday or Saturday. It's a Monday. So I think I'm just going to drink a lot of, we also have teas and stuff out there too. I think I'm going to have some tea and some water. Looks like there's no questions. So that means I did my job because I helped everybody out along the way. So if you've not yet done so already, make sure that hang on. There was one question. When you say don't post links all the time, can I? Yeah, by all means, you can go back and post like old link, whatever you want to do. Anything that you see on Alphapreneur, you're welcome. And you have my permission to go out there and post, as much as you want. There's no problem at all. Natasha, what is the difference between promoting the program through ClickBank versus adding the nickname to the URL? So if you promote the program through ClickBank, she's asking something that's a little more specific to ClickBank because you can actually go to the marketplace and grab the URL from there. That'll only send people to the homepage, Natasha. So if you want to promote any of the actual daily content that I mail out and copy and paste and send people directly to articles and stuff like that, you can't do that within ClickBank. So I had to have my developers actually do custom scripts and stuff for you to grab your ClickBank nickname, go to just any page you want to on ClickBank, on Alphapreneur, and then put the question mark A equals and your ID at the end of a URL. So if you want to do all of that and actually send traffic to daily stuff and new stuff every day, you can't do that directly on ClickBank. But if you just want to send people to the homepage and that's it, then you can just grab it from ClickBank. She said, got it. Thanks. You're welcome. Cool. That's it, folks. That wraps up this first live training I've ever done on a Monday meeting. Due to the feedback, I think I'm going to start making Monday meetings more live training oriented. I think this is a lot of fun. It's much more fun than I think having an agenda and talking about 3 topics and then doing live Q&A. Just make every Monday just a live training on something cool and just go all in on it. So if you all are okay with that, I'll probably do that next Monday and we'll just kind of keep doing that until people want me to switch formats again. Because the cool thing with these Monday meetings is just to get everybody in the community on live, get you all in the live chat. For those that can show up to the live chat, for those that can't make it to the live chat, they can go watch the replay later and see the activity in the live chat. So even though they weren't there live, they still can feel the community aspect of it. I use YouTube so that way you can all see each other's faces. I recognize faces more than I do names. So when I see your name next to your face, it helps me and I can remember all of you. I know where most of you live, not in a creepy way, but because you tell me where you live. And it's cool. So I'm going to keep this up, and I'm always going to be doing these Monday meetings. This is like my favorite day of the week. Is I look forward to this, and I like to start my week fired up by just teaching and over delivering and really motivating you and inspiring you to spend your, just get the week off to a good start and go do something cool. And if you really don't know what to do and you're trying to look for, some extra ways to earn a side income and make some extra money, try everything out that I just showed you. Do everything that I just showed you. Go back. Look at the step 1, 2, and 3 action steps, do those, and, make some money. And you're going to have a lot of fun too, getting paid to help people and knowing you're just naturally getting paid to just really spread good information out there on the internet. You saw the articles that I'm doing. This stuff is really high level, intense, helpful stuff. And I'm using the 21 years of copywriting and marketing and persuasion and all that stuff that I know, not for bad, but for good, in a way to have people really consume the content that I teach them to just genuinely and authentically help them, which I don't think really anyone else really does, unfortunately. So thank you all for being here. Do appreciate it. And if you have any questions, post them inside of Alphapreneur. I'll be in there all week answering questions, helping you all out, especially in the brand ambassador section and in the training program. And we're just going to wrap it up now. So have a good rest of the week, and I will see you all next Monday.